Alright, in this video, we will going to talk about basic routing. So basically, ang routing, ito yung link or yung terminologies na mas kilala natin. We will going to switch from one page to another. So we will going to do that in couple of examples. So number one, magra-route tayo ng page using button. Number two, we will going to implement ion tabs, and then using ion menu, and lastly we will going to create another component, okay, so shared component na nag-i-implement ng routing, kasi meron kayong isang ito-tweak whenever that you will going to implement this kind of component na nakahiwalay. Okay, so let's start. I have here a freshly made project named router. Okay, as you can see, wala pa siyang, freshly pa lang siya, wala pa akong na-i-open dito. Okay, so let's head over to our app. We have homepage.html. As you can see, yung default na boilerplate na ginagamit ni Ionic. Ayan siya. So, let's start to serve this one. Ionic serve. Okay, so as you can see, default pa siya. Now, what I'm going to do is to generate another page. Let's say, for example, okay, so Ionic generate page, for example, about page. And then there we have it. We have about page. Okay, so pinakita ko sa inyo before, to switch on this different page is you will going to head over in here and then just type about yung folder name, about. Okay, so para makita natin siya. Now, actually, okay, so hindi naman, kumbaga parang palatandaan lang natin yung folder name. Okay. So if you want to know kung ano talaga yung pangalan ng buong page na yan, okay, so for example, itong buong folder na yan, yung buong page na yan, ano ba yung pangalan niya? Saan natin siya nakikita? Okay, so dito natin siya titignan inside our app routing module. Okay, so let me open my diagram first before we continue on this one. Okay, so ito yung ating diagram na ginamit before sa unang-unang discussions natin. So we have index.html, and then we have app component folder. Inside app component folder, whenever that we generate pages, ayan, so napapaloob dun sa may loob ng app folder natin yung mga yan. So ang gusto kong i-point dito is bakit tayo dito titingin sa app routing module.ts. Okay, so app routing module.ts. So again, konting review lang muna. So this one is folder, yung thicker na outline na nakikita ninyo. And then we have inside of it, we have app module.ts, wherein siya yung parang pinaka-utak, siya yung parang pinaka-may control sa lahat ng mga files na yan. Aside from that, we have app routing module.ts. Nabanggit ko din doon sa may video na yon na ang routing is mainly for links. Siya yung mga nag-handle ng mga links or yung mga routes. Okay, yung mga lalabasan o di kaya yung mga pupuntahan ng mga bawat data natin. So, in here, app routing module.ts, so we have as well, whenever that we create another page like this one, they have home routing module.ts. Ganon din si another page, kung another page yung ginawa natin, and then this case, ang ginamit nga natin is about. So, mayroon siyang about routing module.ts. Pare-pare sila. Now, bakit natin kailangan tignan dito sa may pinaka-root component natin? Okay, ito yung pinaka-root component natin. It is because yung root component, siya yung nag-handle ng mga pages na yan. Every time na gumagawa tayo ng page is nagiging under nung app component na yun, yung mga pages natin. And dun sa mga previous examples natin, gumagawa tayo ng component, yung component naman na yon is na-under sa bawat pages na ginagawa natin. So, yun yung parang hierarchical na idea nung ginagawa natin na project. So, if we will going to head over again to our code or project, we have here app routing module.ts. Okay, so we have in home, we have home routing module.ts, about dash routing module.ts. So, since gusto nating i-route yung mga children ng ating application, dito tayo magfo-focus kay app routing module.ts kasi ito nga yung pinaka may under. Okay, again, dun sa may diagram natin, under niya yung mga pages na yan. Okay, so let's head over in here, app routing module.ts. As you can see, we have routes and we have array ng mga routes. And then, pansinin nyo din, since gumagamit tayo ng routes, kailangan nating i-import yung router module. We will going to talk about that router module kapag tayo ay nag-create ng another component. Okay, so actually ito yung idadagdag natin for that. Okay, so back tayo dito. We have routes. Okay, so we have path. So basically ang sinasabi lang nito, so we have path. Ito yung ilo-load niya na children. So basically yung buong folder na yon, ilo-load niya yung module and then yung homepage module. And then as you can see in here, every time na gumagawa tayo ng page, etong app routing module.ts na to ay nadadagdagan. Okay, as you can see, we have now about. If we will go to create another page, let's say for example, Ionic, generate. As you can see, pansinin nyo hanggang about lang siya and this is the end of the object or array. Generate page. For example, this one is profile. Okay, as you can see, nadagdagan siya ng profile dito. So, yung nakikita nyong path na yan, okay, yan yung nire-redirect natin. Yan yung ginagawa natin dito sa taas para makalipat tayo ng another page. And then, yan din yung ating gagamitin para makapag-route into another page. Basically, madali lang naman, or yung basic routing natin is madali lang naman siya talagang gawin. So, all you have to do, for example, in home, okay, so homepage.html. So, gawin natin siguro, let's identify first this, yung homepage.html, para malaman na natin na nandito tayo sa home. Ilalagay ko sa kanyang header is home. And then, inside content, okay, I would going to create ion button. Okay, and then go to, or not go to, let's say, ilagay na lang natin yung about. Okay, so copy, paste. Ito pala, home. Kailangan din natin gumawa ng tag dito ng button for home. Copy, paste. And then we have here profile. Save that, and then let's have a take a look. Let's go back in home. Okay, so we have home, about, and then profile. We will going to make this button as a link for the meantime. So, yun yung goal muna natin kasi mas simple yung concept nitong button na to. All you have to do is to add, okay, for example, sa button, maglalagay lang tayo dyan ng router link, capital letter L. Okay, and then equal sign. Now, since nandito tayo sa homepage.html or dito sa home folder, kailangan nating umatras ng isa. Atras tayo ng isa, and now we can see profile or the other tawag dito, the other page. Okay, so since nandito tayo sa home, ang ilalagay natin dyan ay home. Okay, So, copy natin to. Let's paste this one in here. About. Okay, so .. /, makikita may about, tatawagin natin si about. Again, yung tinatawag natin, okay, hindi yung folder. Nagmumukha lang na folder yung tinatawag natin. Mas madali lang siyang tandaan kapag ka ganon. But to make it sure, para alam niyo kung ano yung tinatawag ninyo, just head over to root component, which is yung app routing module natin. Routing module. Okay, and then yung mga path. Okay, yung path natin, yun yung titignan ninyo. Yun yung ilalagay ninyo sa may bawat router link. So, we have router link for about, router link for profile. Now, let's save this and then let's head over to this home page. Now, click natin yung home. Click natin yung about. As you can see, lumipat na tayo dun sa about. Of course, para makalipat tayo or makapag-navigate pa din tayo sa another page, we can copy. Okay, pwede natin to i-copy. And then, let's paste this into our different pages. Okay, so we have about page.html. Tanggalin na natin yan. And then, let's paste on our content. Now, about na may nakalagay dyan, so hindi na natin babaguhin. Save. Okay, so we have here about. Balik tayo sa home. Ayun, about. And then, profile. Okay, so wala pa tayong link for our profile. Let's open profile, HTML. And then, let's replace this one with these buttons. Save. And then, profile. You can now navigate into different pages, as you can see. Okay, so ngayon, papakita naman natin kung paano tayo makakagawa ng like this one. Okay, so with the use of Ionic components na pwede natin gamitin, let's say for example yung tabs. Okay, so let's comment this out. Okay, and then let's name this as a basic button. Okay, basic button for our router. Now, in this one, ito naman yung Ion tabs. Okay, so gagamit tayo ng tabs. Okay, so basically, itong tabs na to po pwede nyo piliin upon creating your default or your template sa una. Okay, so pero madali lang din naman siyang gagawin. Okay, so I suggest na gawin nyo na lang. So, start tayo with Ion tabs. Okay, so yan yung parang pinaka-wrapper natin. So, let's have a take a look. Save natin yan. Ion tabs. Kung meron ba siyang UI na gagawin, let's head over to our home. Okay, so as you can see, wala kayong nakikita pa. Okay, so basically parang ano lang yan, wrapper yung ating Ion tabs. Inside our Ion tabs, we will going to add Ion tab bar. Okay, so yung ating Ion tab bar na yan, ito yung nag-handle or yung parang secondary nitong Ion tabs. So in here, pwede tayong maglagay ng slot. Okay, it's either bottom or top. Okay, so let's say for example, we added in bottom na lang. Okay, bottom. Then save. Let's head over to our UI. As you can see, I don't know kung nakikita ninyo, but meron na siyang line na ginagawa dito sa may ilalim. Okay, so I don't know kung napapansin niyo yung parang medyo gray na color na yan. So let us see kung kaya nating palitan ng color ito. Okay, ayan. So we have primary. We change the color into primary para makita ninyo yung tab bar. Okay, so ayun yung idea ng tab bar. So pagka ginawa natin itong top, save. And then as you can see, behind nung ating header, andun yung ating tab. Okay, so since meron tayong ion header, makikita natin yan. So if we remove this one, save, and then ito yung ating tab bar. Okay, so balik natin yan, and then I guess mas magandang ipwesto siya sa ngayon sa bottom. Now, inside tab bar, okay, so dito na tayo gagawa ng mga buttons natin. So ang pangalan ng mga yan is ion tab button. Okay. In Ionic component, sa documentation nila, sinasuggest nila na magkaroon kayo ng tab attribute and then pangalanan ninyo yung tab na yan. Kumbaga parang identification niya. Ito yung magsisilbing ID ng specific tab na yan. So let's say for example, since gagamitin natin yung button na to redirect in home, pangalanan natin siyang home. Okay, so and then inside of it, designan muna natin siya. We can add ion icon. Okay, so let's say name natin dito, hula tayo, home for example, baka meron naman yan, home. Okay, so and then we can add, so save muna natin to para makita ninyo. Okay, so eto nga pala, wala naman siyang ginagawang visual effect. So kumbaga wala kayong makikita dito sa UI. Ayan. So we have here home. Okay, so ito yung tab button natin. So pag tinanggal natin yan, of course, yung icon, wala kayong makikitang icon. Okay, so we have name home. So ito yung icon natin. Now we can add label into that. Okay, so pansinin nyo, yun yung nag-group sa kanya. Okay, so yung ion tab button. So ion label, whenever that we add ion label in here, for example, home, save. Okay, so ganyan yung magiging itsura ng tab natin. So laitan natin ng konti to, and then let's make it mobile view. Yeah, so we have home. Now, to create a link for that home, saan natin siya ipupwesto? Okay, so pwede natin siyang ipwesto dito sa tab button. Dito mismo sa may tab button. So paano natin lalagyan ng link? Again, like this button lang. Lalagyan nyo lang siya ng router, link, equal sign, and then the root or yung parang pinaka-directory niya. Atras tayo isa, home. Since tatlo yung tabs natin, kakopy na lang natin to. Yung tab button. Okay, yung tab button is yung pinaka-wrapper na yan. Okay. Sa loob ng tab bar. Kumbaga isa lang yung magiging tab bar natin. Code. Hanap na lang kayo dito sa ionicframeworks.com, and then punta kayo dito sa may ion icon. Ayan, so ionic io/icons person for our profile. Yes. Person. Okay, save. And then, so we have home, about, profile. And then, ang kagandahan sa kanya, since nilagyan na natin siya ng router link, so we can head over to home, head over to about. Okay, so as you can see, since ang ginawa natin ay, or ang ginawan lang natin ng ion tabs is yung ating homepage. So, yun lang yung magkakaroon. So, pero pwede pa rin naman tayong bumalik dyan. Yan. About, profile, home. Ayan. So, nakakapag switch na din naman tayo. Ayan. So, anyways, that's how you implement this ion tabs as your parang navigation. Okay, so about, etc., etc. So let's create another one. Okay. Okay, in this, or balik natin yan, tabs, and then let's head over to about. Okay, so I guess siguro mas maganda gawin natin. So in here, in here, in home, we're going to use this one. Okay, in the next page, for example, we have here about. Gamitin natin si ion tabs in indent. Okay, about page.html. Instead of buttons, let's use iron tabs. Okay, so in about tabs, in home, okay, yan. And then in profile, okay, so ito yung gagawin natin. In profile, okay, tanggalin natin yung lahat ng laman din tong profile, that page.html. Okay, so save natin, and then as you can see, wala siyang laman. Now, to create menu, okay, yung sidebar, just type ion menu. Okay, we have ion menu, and then we will going to add a attribute na content ID. Okay, content ID, as you can see, malaki yung letter I. Okay, now, for example, pinangalanan ko tong XYZ. Okay, just to let you know na pwede kahit na ano ang ilagay mo dyan. Dito sa baba, okay, gagawa tayo. Okay, so save natin yan. As you can see, wala pa kayong makikitang kakaiba dyan. Basta yan lang yan. So, para mag-appear yung ating menu is gagawa tayo ng, for example, division. Okay. So, division, actually, ito yung suggested or ito yung nakalagay din sa documentation nila na division din yung ginamit nila. And then, we will going to add in here ID, yung pinaka-division na yan, X, Y, Z. So, kumbaga, etong ion menu, and then, eto ay magka-link. Okay. So, check muna natin yan, kung ano yung mangyayari. Save. Okay. And then, as you can see in here, when you are in mobile, pwede mo siyang iswipe na pakanan. Okay. So, yun na yung nagagawa nitong dalawang line of code na yan. So, you have ion menu, and then you have division. Kapag ka wala kang division, okay, hindi gagana yung sidebar natin. Now, if you have division and you don't have any ID that is the same, dito sa may content ID, hindi rin siya gagana. So, make it sure na kung ano yung pangalan ng content ID mo, yun yung ID na nakalagay dun sa may division mo since magli-link silang dalawa. Now, another important na attribute in division, okay, sa division tayo, is yung paglalagay natin ng class ion-page. Okay, so etong ion-page na yan, yan yung magre-represent, okay, dito sa division na to, na dyan tayo ngayon gagawa ng ion header natin, ion content, and then ion footer. Okay, wherein, kumbaga, yung ginagawa natin na normal, like in this home page, for example, we have ion header, we have ion content, ion footer, yung 3 parts na naituro ko sa inyo ng isang page, ay dito natin ilalagay sa loob ng ion page or sa division na yan. So, let's say, for example, we create ion header. Ganun lang din siya kung paano siya ginagawa. For example, ion toolbar. Okay, so profile na lang din. So, save. And then, let's head over to this. Okay, as you can see, same lang din siya. Okay, ang difference lang nito is in-implement natin dito sa may page na yan yung ating sidebar. So, kailangan nating i-wrap up sa division na may class na ion page and kaparehas nung ID dun sa ating content ID dito sa may ion menu. Now, in here, yung ion menu, ano yung mga po pwede nating ilagay dyan? So, eto, since parang another page na naman siya, kung tutuusin yung ion menu, eto yung menu natin. Okay, so meron din siyang sariling contents. You can add header, content, and footer as well. So, let's say, for example, you want to add header. Okay, so let's create ion, for example, my menu. Example, save natin yan. Okay, so as you can see, dalawa yung header toolbar natin, but this one is inside our menu. So, mangyayari, yun ay mapupunta dito sa loob ng menu. Okay, so since inilagay natin yung contents na to dito sa ating Ion menu. So, of course, if you have here Ion content, okay, and then you have Ion list, for example, Ion list, and then in Ion list, let's say, lagyan natin siya ng lines full. And then we have Ion item. Okay, so ito, na-cover na natin to sa inyo. Okay, so we have item. Inside our Ion item, we can add Ion icon, for example. Okay, lagyan natin siya ng slot na, let's say, end. Okay, and then aside from icon, we can add in here, let's say, Ion label. Or actually, kahit na wala ng label na yan, so pwede natin ilagay dyan, home. Okay, so eto pala, wala pa tayong name dito. Name, lagyan natin siya ng home. Kasi inilagay lang natin yung slot sa end para mag-appear dito sa dulo yung ating icon. Okay, so now, this, you can decide, actually, you can decide kahit na ang lagyan natin ng router is yung icon. Pwede rin naman. So, try natin to, router, basta lalagyan lang natin siya ng router link. So, router link, for example, about, para makita natin lumipat, or, no, nasa profile na pala tayo, so pwede na nating i-redirect sa home, literally. Okay. So, of course, kapag ang kinilik natin is yung home, hindi siya lilipat. But, when we click this icon, okay, so makakalipat tayo. So, ganun yung idea noong router link na attribute. So, mas maganda yan. Cut natin yan, and then dito natin siya i-paste. Okay, huwag sa list. Okay, kasi yung list, maraming item yan sa loob. Marami tayong gagawin dyan kapag yun ang kinilik mo. Yung list ang kinilik natin. Kumbaga kahit na, for example, dito. Let's go back. Okay, for example, dito lang tayo na-click. Diyan sa may part na yan. For example, part na ng list yan. Magre-redirect na siya. So, make it sure that na dito natin siya ilalagay sa Ion item. Okay, so, since ito yung doble-doblehin natin. Okay, so we have home, about, help yung pangalan ng icon natin. This one is about. Okay. And then, we have here, profile, person, profile. Save. And, voila. Profile. Dito tayo mag-click sa gitna. Nasa profile tayo. About. So, lilipat tayo sa about. Lipat tayo sa home. Okay. Lipat tayo sa profile again. Okay. And then, yun. Okay. So, eto, pansinin po ninyo. Okay. So, kung hindi siya bumabalik. Ayan. So, hindi katulad nito na, for example, kapag dapat nag-click tayo, automatic magko-close na siya. Okay, so let's cut this Ion item, yung buong Ion item na yan. And then, Ion menu toggle. Okay, so type nyo yung Ion menu toggle and then ipapasok natin yung mga items natin dyan sa loob, yung Ion item natin. So with that, save natin. Okay, and then let's head over to about. Okay, so and then balik tayo sa profile. As you can see, wala na siya. So kapag tinanggal natin, okay, so with Ion menu toggle, so para mapansin nyo siya ulit, tanggalin natin yung menu toggle na to. Okay, so let's head over to, let's say, about tayo na pumunta. Balik tayo sa profile. As you can see, nakabukas pa din yung menu natin. But, kapag nilagyan natin siya ng menu toggle, okay, yung ating mga items, pagka lumipat tayo, for example, sa about again, and then let's go back sa profile, as you can see, wala na siya. Okay, for the last part, gagawa tayo ng component. Okay, so ito yung gagawin natin. Gagawa tayong component and then yung component na yon, ang laman lang niya ay navigation. This time, ang gagamitin natin na ay yung simple na lang, yung button. But you can use tabs, you can use yung side menu natin para mas mabilis lang yung video natin kasi medyo mahaba na tong series natin na ito. So, let's open another terminal and then Ionic, generate component, and then this one, Navi. Pangalanan natin siyang Navi. Okay. So, since gagamitin natin tong Navi natin na to into multiple pages, we will going to create another module na doon natin siya i-register. So, Ionic, generate module shared. Okay. So, now we have Navi. Okay, we have shared module. Alright, so first and foremost, para hindi tayo nagkakalituhan, okay, so ang gawin natin, let's clear all contents in about page muna, pababa tayo. Close na natin yan. So, in here, tanggalin na natin to. Or, let's comment this out na lang. Okay. So, wala tayong laman sa about page. Now, in our home.page.html, kakopy ko na siya. And then, comment out. And then, in our profile, page.html, ito yung medyo magulo ng kaunti. Comment out. And then, in here, ayon, header, ayon, title na lang. This one is profile. Okay. So now, gawin natin is i-register or dito bago natin i-register, i-layout muna natin yung ating navigation. So in our Navi component.html, i-paste na natin dyan yung button na ginawa natin. Okay, so as you can see, meron pa siyang error, unknown element. Yan yung lumabas na error na nakatulad nung dati sa ginawa natin. So punta tayo dito sa shared module. Okay, so all we have to do is to declare first yung ating Navi component. Okay, so saan natin makikita yung pangalan ng Navi component natin? Kung hindi natin kabisado, you can head over to navicomponent.ts. We have Navi component. Okay, pangalan ng folder plus component na word in camel case. So, shared module rather, Navi component. Okay, so make it sure na naka-import siya sa taas. And aside from declaration, comma, okay, magdadagdag tayo ng panibago. This one is exports kasi ilalabas natin or gagamitin siya ng iba't ibang modules natin. Now, Navi component as well. Okay, so alam natin na hindi gagana ito. Okay, so as you can see in our Navi component.html, since gumagamit tayo ng Ionic components, so kailangan dito sa niregister natin na shared module, ipakilala natin yung ating Navi component, yung mga Navi component.html natin, si Ionic module. Ayan. So, si Ionic module. Okay, so we have here error. Ayun, so wala. Ayan, medyo naglag lang ng konti. So, save natin siya. And then, let's have a take a look. Okay, so wala na tayong error. Okay. So, now, in here, additional, natin, ito yung, idadagdag muna natin dito sa mga pages natin. So, punta tayo dito sa my home, about module.ts rather. Yan. So, ilalagay natin dito, i-import natin si shared module. Ayan. So, ito yung ibabato natin dito yung shared module. So, ikakopy ko na yan. Or, wag palang copy. Kasi hindi siya mag-automatic import dito. So, dito tayo sa home module.ts, comma. Add natin yung shared module. Ayan. So, yung ginagawa natin na to ay na-discuss ko na sa mga previous videos natin kung kung hindi nyo naiintindihan kung para saan yung mga pagre-register na yan. So, I suggest na panoorin nyo siya. So, now, profile module.ts, shared module. Okay. So, now, pwede na natin gamitin. So, dahil na-register na natin sa lahat ng page, gagamitin na natin ngayon dito sa my about page.html yung ating selector ng Navi component. So, ang selector niyan ay si app-navi. So, punta tayo dito sa my about page.html. Lagay natin dito app-navi. Okay. So, save. And then, I suggest, siguro copy ko na lang to. Copy na lang natin. Homepage. Paste app-navi. And then, nasa na tayo? Profile HTML in our Ion content. Paste app-navi. Save. And let's head over to our profile. Okay, so ito na yung nasa profile tayo. Ayan yung niloload natin kanina. But whenever that nagpunta tayo sa home, ayan. So we have home about profile. So now in here, ito ngayon yung ating shared component. But when I click, pansinin nyo, hindi siya gumagana. And then there's no error as well. So, kasi po, kung pupunta tayo ulit dito sa shared module.ts, ito yung nabanggit natin nung unang-unang video natin. Okay, so kailangan i-import din natin since gumagamit tayo ng routing, okay, so or router. So i-import natin si router module. Ito lang idadagdag natin, router module, and yan po ay gagana na. So in here, home, about, profile, about, home, profile, home. So gumagana lahat yung ating link. Okay, so yun yung idadagdag ninyo kung ang gagamitin po ninyo ay shared module or using Navi components. So I suggest na ganyan yung gamitin po ninyo kaysa dun sa may paisa-isang nagko-code. Okay, so ang kagandahan nito, if you will going to add additional link, let's say for example, or another page, okay, so hindi mo na ikakopy ulit yung mga link mo na yan para ipagpe-paste mo dito sa mga page na ginawa mo. So once you set up this one, expand dynamic na kumbaga yung ating navigation. And of course, aside from buttons, you can create or we can replace this one using our, nasa natin inilagay yan sa may about HTML. So we have Ion tabs. Copy natin yan. So in Navi component, no Navi component.html. Paste natin yan. And then uncomment natin siya. Tabs naman siya ngayon. So in here, we have home, about, profile, about. Okay, so as you can see, nandyan lagi yung ating tabs. And of course, you can use that. You can use sidebar dito sa part na to. Same concept lang din yung gagawin po natin.